X-Play, next.
Today on this cinematic edition of X-Play, does a crappy movie make a crappy game? Find out when we review Van Helsing. Plus, Flying High with Harry Potter. And we all have our doubts in Shrek.
You still think this is a good idea?
Not really, but it's game time. Get your hands off me, you damn dirty Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb!
Wow, for someone who's disembodied, he has a lot of issues about personal space.
Welcome to X-Play. Today, we look at games based on the summer's big movies, like the Fahrenheit 9/11 dating sim.
And the Hate Mail in 3, 2, 1. Seriously though, today we have games based on Van Helsing, Shrek 2, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of that place I can't pronounce.
And in case those sound a little too wholesome for you, we also have one of the most vulgar racing games we've ever seen.
Yeah, it makes the R-racing girls look downright wholesome in their bralessness.
Plus, our tribute to some of the worst camera angles in gaming.
But we start with a game based on the series that made author J.K. Rowling richer than pretty much everybody.
We're talking, of course, about the Babysitter's Club. Sorry, I mean Harry Potter. The Babysitter's Club was something I would rent when I was lonely.
Ew. Here's a review of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. No! Oh, thank God. For a minute, I thought I was playing a video game where I had to play an adolescent teenage boy with bad eyesight who was hunted by an evil demon, and the only thing standing in its way from sucking up my soul is this geeky redheaded kid and his pet rat. Wait, I am. No! That's right, you are witnessing EA's third installment of the Harry Potter game, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Okay, this title made a good movie. Of course, you have the great special effects, and the kid who plays Harry Potter is growing up to be a real hottie.
Why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
I mean, for a 13-year-old, he is, rather handsome, and he'll become a hottie when he's older. Much older. My point is that we know a good movie doesn't necessarily translate into a good video game.
Not everyone was quite as lively that morning.
Is it just me, or has Ron been lifting weights? Oh, now where was I? Oh yes, the video game. In Prisoner of Azkaban, you'll slip into the robe of not only the esteemed Harry Potter, but his friends and classmates, Ron and what's-her-face.
Are you alright?
You'll also get to flap around the room as Hedwig, the owl. Oh, is that an open window? The game begins at the start of the school term, and your goals are broken up into days.
I'm on my way!
Most days involve your attending class of some sort. But you'll also find yourself rubbing up against your rival.
You couldn't hit the side of a barn, Weasley.
The school has a fairly handsome look to it, but one that's well short of breathtaking. Given the richness of the atmosphere in the movie and books, the game really could have used a few more whimsical touches. The Prisoner of Azkaban tends to fall on the lower end of the difficulty curve, and the dungeons will test you with a lot of puzzles that require to use your different abilities. Ron is adept at spotting hidden doors.
There's something odd about this wall here.
Really?
Harry can make daring leaps and has the gym class ability to climb ropes.
All right then, I'll stay down here and keep watch.
I'll get help!
And what's-her-face is good at getting the hell out of there. She was always the smartest one of the trio, wasn't she?
The spell book's over there.
But having 3 characters doesn't translate to having inventive puzzles.
Another puzzle? Oh, great.
If you've ever finished a Zelda title, you'll be in very familiar and much less demanding territory. If you do get stuck, your friends will chime in with helpful suggestions.
Come on, Harry. Give me a hand with this.
Don't worry, it doesn't feel like cheating. That's what friends are for, right?
I think you ought to go and help Ron, Harry.
Outside the structure of the story, you're free to explore the academy. Unfortunately, this basically boils down to waiting for the next area to load, opening treasure chests, and searching bookshelves for giant pinto beans. Basically, this interactive version of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is a way for fans to enjoy hanging out with their favorite characters, casting a few spells, and being able to virtually attend the School of Fanciful Dreams. We give Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban a 3 out of 5. So, are those kids going to be in their 30s by the time this series ends?
I ask the same question about this show every damn day.
Okay, so Harry Potter is a decent game based on a good movie. But what happens when a game is based on a complete piece of crap? Van Helsing, for example.
Now, maybe it'll be like the Twilight Zone. Maybe a bad movie will make a great game, because God knows we love that Terminator 3 game. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. Here's your view of Van Helsing. it's you, Jackman. Back to try to squeeze a few more drachma out of that crappy monster movie.
Gabriel?
No, that's Jackman. Hugh Jackman, not Gabriel Byrne. Welcome to that all-too-familiar mystery-shrouded Eastern Europe where monstrous legions of undead spread the entrails of trembling villagers liberally on lightly salted water crackers. Ew, rotting peasant smell. It's also apparently where man Jackman has a thing for the withered memories of dead ghoulettes. Gaze at my withered figs, rogue. Take that.
Van Helsing?
Van Helsing the game is better than its movie counterpart for the obvious reason that it's interactive and you get to boss Hugh Jackman around like some button-mashing deity. It's worse because a bad movie is roughly 2 hours long. Then it's over. The game lasts longer, making you confront design flaws through the length of the 13 supplied levels. One of these flaws is the lack of a controllable in-game camera.
Van Helsing?
Not only can you not see what Van Jackman sees, you can't see. This level blindness can be fatal. Some adversaries die faster with different weapons, but if you don't know which ones or where they are, you're kind of screwed.
He sees what they see.
Van Helsing?
Van Helsing has been dispatched by the Vatican as God's tiny delivery guy of demon demise. Oddly, the mission-guiding voice sounds eerily like current Pope John Paul.
Show no mercy on him, my son, for he is lost.
You find yourself within a kind of giant club dread-like resort for the rock stars of horrordom, werewolves, ghosts, Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein, Dracula, and of course, Igor.
A torturer's work is never done.
Igor, that dead-scented, comically accented neighboring nabob of necrophilia, returns with a cattle prod that can shock ghosts, though ghosts aren't composed of any conductible material. Van Helsing's weapons are composed of an entertaining array of Plague-era gadgetry, most of which can be upgraded to exploit certain immovable objects. This game is less about exploration and more about making the undead re-dead. Combat can be satisfying and some of the realms are nicely clothed in midwinter dread. Don't look for any great innovation here, and the lack of a controllable camera is totally Dark Ages.
So nice of you to drop in, my ancient friend, Gabriel.
No! Hugh Jackman! Gabriel Byrne's not in this game! We give it a 2 out of 5.
And it really warms my heart to know that as long as Hollywood makes crummy action movies, the gaming industry will keep making crummy action games.
One hand washes the other with the blood of the innocent theatergoers. Maybe it's just me.
Don't leave us. We still have unnecessarily raunchy racing and more bad camera angles than you can shake a poorly rendered stick at.
Coming up, because cross promotions with Burger King and Starbucks weren't lucrative enough, a Shrek game!
Brought to you by Butterfinger. Break out of the ordinary and into a Butterfinger.
Now with Butterfinger, you could win free music. Check your specially marked wrapper. You could instantly win up to 10 free downloads of your favorite songs, or even a week on tour with Simple Plan. Break out of the ordinary and get tuned in with Butterfinger from Nestle.
New Minute Maid Premium Light has half the calories, half the sugar, and half the carbs of orange juice, with that great Minute Maid taste. So if you're counting calories, drink Minute Maid Premium Light and go lower now.
Cable TV offers you more of everything. More choice of what you and your family want to watch, and more control over what you don't. With cable, you have so many programming choices that come into your home, and more ways to limit which ones your kids have access to. And because it's cable, we're giving you more. More information on how you can best manage all of cable's choices for your family. Call your local cable company or go to controlyourtv.org for more on how to view the right thing.
Unscrewed with Martin Sargent. Next.
Come spend some quality time with Redman and Method Man, yo.
Go to ebgames.com/vote or your local EB Games store to vote for the EB Gamers Choice Award and win a chance to go to G4ia, the award show for gamers with Method Man and Redman. Stars of the new show Method and Red, Wednesdays at 9:30 on Fox.
And we promise we won't smack you around too much.
Yeah, well, maybe just a little bit.
For official rules, go to g4techtv.com/methandred. G4ia is presented by EB Games and Jeep.
Every time you smoke a cigarette, you're taking 7 to 11 minutes off your life. With a typical smoker, that can be as much as 10 years. You're nearly twice as likely to die of heart disease and almost 3 times more likely to die of cancer. By the age of 45, your lung function has already declined at 3 times the normal rate. If you're ready to quit smoking, we can help. We're the makers of Smoke Away, a doctor-recommended program developed to eliminate your cravings and have you smoke-free in just 7 days. It's all natural and nicotine-free. And best of all, it's guaranteed to work or your money back. Call us today. Thousands have already quit using Smoke Away. Shouldn't you?
I know it worked the first day for me. I quit overnight.
The first time I used it, I felt the cravings just go away.
Call 1-800-807-2895.
They had me at hello. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
We had him at not introducing them violates your contract. Welcome back to X-Play.
Now, we've already looked at games based on movies like Harry Potter and Van Helsing. So why not throw something big and green into the mix?
A Midori Margarita.
A Shrek 2 game. Yes, the green guy and all his tiny CG friends went off and made a video game to go with the movie. And it features the 3 blind mice because kids love impaired rodents.
Almost as much as DreamWorks loves making money off this franchise.
Here's our review of Shrek 2.
Well, this is it.
So there's this movie called Shrek 2. So then they go and make the game Shrek 2.
Woohoo! So, you still think this was a good idea?
Well, it's sort of inevitable.
There once was a motley crew who asked if I would let them through.
I wish the first line ended in truck. You play as several characters at once. You have yourself, and then you have your minions. God, I love minions. Evil or otherwise. You can switch between the different characters, and each has their own different ability.
Now, how's this gate open?
You use these abilities to perform needed tasks. And I have to say, some of the tasks are pretty different, like this singing rhythm game, which I'm not that good at, but at least it's forgiving. Or trying to collect chickens to make some soup.
He shoots, he scores!
Here, you have to use Fiona to slow time and incarcerate the innocent fairies. Their only crime is being different.
I'll stuff you like haggis!
So the battles are really, really, really easy. All you need to do is mash some buttons and you're golden.
Ogre power!
The game is more about walking around along predetermined paths looking for stuff than fighting anything. Which is fine, I guess. We all need stuff. This escort mission is really annoying, though. These damn blind mice keep dying as they're searching out the cheese. I say let them die, but our heroes want to turn them back into horses for more exploitation. So whatever.
We have been rudely turned back into mice. Yes, I can see that. No, you can't.
And speaking of exploitation, I feel really bad for the tree. They go and personify it, and just snuff out its life. Then you walk on its face. What kind of sucks about this game are the camera angles. They always try and reset themselves in weird ways, and the top-down perspective is more annoying than useful. Fortunately, when I get frustrated, I can always perpetrate some spousal abuse. Or animal abuse. It's fun, kids. Try it at home. The cooperative multiplayer should help keep the real-life blows to a bare minimum during sibling play. At least it's a game where everyone can join in. Now that's some family fun. Though we all spent more time trying to beat each other up than collecting the requisite number of eyeballs. So, if you really like Shrek and you like video games and you happen to be 6 to 8 years old, then this game is a sure winner for you. Otherwise, it's not a bad game. It's just short and exactly what's expected. Nothing more, nothing less. And that is a big fat green 3 out of 5 in my book.
Your kind ain't welcome round here.
And what are you gonna do about it, Tin Man?
My, she's a little mouthy, isn't she? I know you jaded 20-somethings are sitting out there going, hey, this game is for kids. Why are they reviewing a game for kids? Well, believe it or not, children actually watch this show.
Parents, I am so sorry.
Now, it's pretty freaky when you consider the amount of adult content we cram into every episode. Sexy Beach 2, hello?
That's why we'll warn you now that when we come back from the break, we have a game with mature subject matter. That we'll be sure to point out repeatedly and giggle.
Up next, adult entertainment with Street Racing Syndicate.
Guess what I want to give you?
Could it be herpes?
A
America's favorite home gym is more affordable than ever. Now you can get the all-new Bowflex Extreme for just $19 a month. Call the number on your screen for a free DVD or video and check it out. Bowflex designed the Extreme to give you a total body workout in just 20 minutes. Losing weight and building muscle is more effective than ever. When you're ready to get in shape, Bowflex Power Rod technology delivers real results. Powerful arms, defined legs, a stronger heart, and a toned, sexy core. You can perform more than 65 gym-quality exercises, but at a price much lower than your health club dues. Great results are easy with the new Extreme. All it takes is one simple workout, 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week, to get in the best shape of your life. The Extreme is built so well that we back it with an unrivaled 7-year warranty. And so effective, it comes with Bowflex's 100% satisfaction guarantee. Through this special offer, you can own one with no money down and just $19 per month. You can't get this Bowflex deal anywhere else. Call now and get chiseled abs, rock-hard biceps, and well-defined lines for just $19 a month. You know you're ready. It's time to let Bowflex help you get there. Join over 1 million people who have already experienced Bowflex and get the results you have always wanted. Every Bowflex Extreme comes standard with a lat tower, a squat platform, adjustable seat, and an incredibly versatile pulley system that adjusts to your body type, allowing you to perform more than 65 body sculpting exercises. And thanks to our $19 a month offer, owning your very own Bowflex home gym is more affordable than ever. Call us for a free DVD or video, or visit us online and find out how to get your Bowflex for just $19 a month today. Bowflex, because your results matter.
In these times of too much credit card debt, are you getting caught trying to balance your credit card problems as you try to balance your life? The consequences are serious. But there is hope. There's 800 Credit Card Debt, an approved debt management company established to get you back on solid ground.
If you have between $2,500 and $40,000 in credit card debt, then 800 Credit Card Debt can help eliminate credit card penalties, reduce interest rates, and make your monthly payments smaller.
They negotiated my payments down substantially from $300 a month to $135.
My interest rates on all 4 cards were between 22 to 29%. They lowered my interest rates to 4 to 11%.
It went down from $20,000 to $18,000 to $16,000 to $15,000.
At a much faster rate than I could have done myself.
Call for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. Call in the next 5 minutes to see how fast you can get out of debt. 1-800-453-1306.
You want Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb? You can't handle Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. We have a racing game for you.
Whether you want it or not. Of course, the interesting thing about this game is that it was developed originally by 3DO.
Yes, back when 3DO folded in 2003, they auctioned off all their game properties. Games like Army Men, High Heat, and 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
But out of all these titles, surprisingly, only one 3DO game has survived the sale, and that game is Street Racing Syndicate.
Sure, it looks like a Need for Speed knockoff, but it has something Need for Speed doesn't. A complete lack of integrity.
Yes, Street Racing Syndicate has no problem whatsoever loading itself with half-naked ladies who just randomly pop up in the game and offer to sleep with you when you win races.
And I can say from personal experience with Mario Kart that the only person who propositioned me when I won the Star Cup was King Koopa. Here's our preview of Street Racing Syndicate. It was scary. Welcome to the underground world of street racing. A mechanized Mardi Gras posturing post-pubers locked in motorized combat for bragging rights, pink slips, and booty luggage. Street Racing Syndicate was pulled from the lifeless corpse of 3DO by Namco, who promised to keep the geared-up thug dream on track, promising 40 licensed cars and more aftermarket car part bling than sponsors on a NASCAR. This tweak take on a driving sim has you racing through the streets of a major U.S. city in search of pirate's treasure, otherwise known as booty. Environments of large, interconnected blacktop rivers, complete with tight turns, tunnels, frightened traffic, breakneck straightaways, and myopic cops. The bacon sizzles at the very sight of your tricked-out ride, lighting up their cherry tops and throwing what seems like the entire police force in your path. Whole baguettes are spread liberally throughout the streets to bless the fruit of your loom as you conquer various races and time trials.
I think somebody deserves an extra special prize. So how about we head back to your place?
What you're gaming for in Street Racing Syndicate is cred, an elusive, misinterpreted currency of the street. Win some races and watch your respect and cash meters swell. Once you've gained a sizable jingle count, head down to the showroom for a little auto shopping. The game-gathered members of the Vroomtang clan have raised autoerotica to new heights of material excess. Once you've got a ride, it's now time to take it shopping for performance enhancement. Not that kind. Depending on how much cash you have on hand, you can purchase anything from undercarriage neon to weight reduction kits. In the garage, you'll find a dynometer to gauge your car's performance in pre- and post-upgrade tests. For people who actually indulge in this costly pastime, many of the aftermarket upgrade products will be familiar. For you non-gearhead types out there, just keep selecting until you find the most expensive version of what you want, and then slap it on. As you pull out of the garage, your spoiler spoiling, your green neon buzzing, and your graffiti dragon laughing at the competition from the sides of your ride, you'll actually feel the presence of your upgrades. It is then you'll realize that it's time to fill your nostrils with coat rubber. Nefariously fickle bling-obsessed broads,
Guess what I want to give you?
reckless cops, decent driving physics, expansive tracks, and a seemingly depthless array of auto upgrades make Street Racing Syndicate a title worth waiting for. Look for it this summer.
There were random monkey noises in that preview.
I think it's a running commentary on the full motion video in that game. That or the X-Play helper monkey got loose in the sound booth again.
Adam, we don't have an X-Play helper monkey.
Then who's that little person that's been feeding me for the last month?
I think it's called your hand.
Oh, little friend.
Coming up, friends don't let friends make games with bad camera angles.
No crunches ever.
Introducing the Ab Lounge, scientifically designed to get you up off the floor, making old-fashioned crunches a thing of the past.
Sculpt your abdominals using the Ab Lounge jackknife, proven in university testing to be better for your body.
It's as easy as a crunch, but the Ab Lounge design makes every move really count, targeting your abs without wasted effort.
Compare the Ab Lounge to an old-fashioned crunch. The advanced Ab Lounge jackknife generates up to 75% more muscle activity in the upper and lower abdominals, and an amazing 268% more in the love handle obliques.
I have this one pair of jeans. After just 8 weeks, my fat jeans don't really fit anymore.
With its rolled steel frame, the Ab Lounge supports up to 275 pounds.
And it's so easy, almost anyone can use it.
Call now to try the Ab Lounge for 30 days for just $14.95. If you don't agree the Ab Lounge is the best way to a sexy stomach, return it within 30 days for a refund of your $14.95.
Call now and say goodbye to crunches forever.
Warning! This video contains adult content not suitable for children. What if you could take over this jet, this car, this bus, and this crew and travel America to find these hot young girls waiting to get naked just for you? The Man Show's Doug Stanhope is about to live your dream in Girls Gone Wild, America Uncovered.
Show us where babies feed. It's natural.
The hilarious Girls Gone Wild, America Uncovered. Now on DVD or video for only $9.99. Order with your credit card and you'll also get the all-new Girls Gone Wild Girl Power absolutely free. If you've never seen a Girls Gone Wild video before, see what you've been missing. The hottest real college girls doing things they never taught you in school. At Girls Gone Wild, things always come better in pairs, and you can get them both for only $9.99. Then you'll automatically receive the hottest Girls Gone Wild videos every month. There's no minimum to buy, and all videos have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're over 18, call 1-800-239-8065. To get the all-new Girls Gone Wild, America Uncovered for only $9.99. Use your credit card to get Girl Power absolutely free. Call now, 1-800-239-8065. Or see more action now at girlsgonewild.com.
It's up to you to choose which games win at this year's G4ia, the award show for gamers. Go to g4techtv.com/G4ia and decide who gets best game, character, soundtrack, and more. Press, vote, and make your voice heard. It's all part of G4ia, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
Stop, or my mom will shoot Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That's disturbing.
Welcome back to X-Blade, the show that brings joy to so many members of my immediate family whom I support financially.
Hi. Adam and I have played a lot of games. We've endured crashes and glitches and carpal tunnel syndrome, but something that really gets our goat is bad camera angles.
Yes, you can't see where the goat is because of the idiotic in-game camera system. Anyway, while we hate bad camera angles, they've been responsible for some fine television.
Yes, so today we tip our hats to the men and women who make justifying a score of 2 out of 5 easy by providing us with tons of visual proof. We here at X-Play hate bad camera angles as much as you do. Where am I going? What am I shooting at? Who the hell just ate me? But these crappy camera angles aren't just limited to the Resident Evil franchise. Yes, in many games, it appears that the developers hired someone devoted to finding the absolute worst viewing angle for any situation. And, to their credit, whoever this person is, they've done an incredible job. Mr. Crappy-ass in-game camera designer, we salute you.
Go!
Yes, you may have recognized favorites like Tomb Raider, Bad Camera Angle of Darkness,
Gothic 2,
and Dino Crisis 3, where the camera actually gets sucked into a dinosaur's ass.
It seems like Capcom and Konami are responsible for a lot of these games, which is why Capcom redesigned Resident Evil's camera system this year for Resident Evil 4. And now the game is actually good. Weird, isn't it? What not half-assing your job can accomplish?
Yes, well, now we're going to randomly select some poorly worded viewer mail and just slap it up on the screen for no apparent reason.
Today's viewer mail is from Phoebe in Buffalo, New York. I love Buffalo. He writes, I heard that there is going to be a Devil May Cry 3 coming next year for PS2. Is this true?
Now, Phoebe, to answer your question, yes, there is a Devil May Cry 3 coming out. And yes, hopefully it will be better than Devil May Cry 2, because that game was worse than watching Who Wants to Marry My Dad.
Plus, Dante will be a playable character in the PS2 version of Beautiful Joe.
Yes, because it's weird a little bit, because when Dante is cel-shaded, he looks like a little kid.
But a little kid with guns. Which maybe is what Phoebe is. Phoebe just sounds underdeveloped. Like
Phoebe sounds like a
We tried to get a human,
rabbit.
but we sort of stop halfway through. And we're going to call you Phoebe.
Or like a chinchilla or a
Phoebe.
ferret or something would be called Phoebe.
Yeah, well, they can't write. Maybe they did to be interesting.
Phoebe, you should write us and tell us what you are.
Yes, and go to our website, Phoebe.
Yes.
G4TechTV.com/xplay. We said it at the same time.
Jinx. Can't talk anymore.
All right, play.
Okay, good night.
Thomas Hardy, you irrepressible rube.
Hello, hello, and welcome to a very special edition of Unscrewed, the Genius Edition. I'm Martin Sargent. You know, folks, in my long career in broadcasting, I've had the pleasure of meeting many of the world's most brilliant minds, and it has been wonderful. What's been more wonderful, though, has been besting each and every one of them in the joust, as is my wont and my privilege as a powerful television personality gifted in the art of horsemanship. For you see, geniuses are often physically weak. Another curious fact, all the geniuses I have spoken with over the years have all confessed to eating large quantities of bait fish at one time or another in their childhood. This is the thread that connects them all. Herring, minnows, whitefish, the food of genius. And so I tell you, when I couple with a woman and produce my heir, he will dine on nothing but bait fish, and that child, that glorious Sargent child, will one day rule the world. Yes, yes, this is my plan and my promise. But back to tonight. Tonight we cast our eye back to some of the unscrewed guests whose vision, whose stirring accomplishments are, quite simply, the stuff of genius. Now, if we're going to talk about geniuses and forward thinkers, there is no better man to begin with than the handsome and irrepressible Alex Chu, inventor, amateur unlicensed physician, immortal. Now, let me explain the process of gaining eternal life, if I can, and correct me where I get it wrong, all right? I wear these two rings, one on each pinky finger, while I sleep every night, and blingo, eternal life.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, what's the science behind this? Because these look like just two plastic rings to me.
Well, basically, these are made out of magnets, and there's a magnet on top of a finger and one at bottom of a finger. And then on the other hand, the polarity is switched. So if the north is on top of the right pinky and south at bottom, the other hand is south on top and north at bottom.
Gotcha. What kind of a scientific background do you have?
I don't have any scientific background.
Uh-huh. And how old are you?
I'm 32.
You don't look a day over 26. When did you invent these things?
I invented it when I was like 19-year-old.
There you have it. There you have it. I mean, you could pass for a 19-year-old. I bet you get carded every time you buy cigarettes.
I don't buy cigarettes.
Okay, good for you. Smoking is terrible.
Yeah, they
All right, so, I mean, eternal life, what does this mean? If I wear these things, I'm really going to live forever. What happens if I walk across the street and, bam, I get hit by a bus? What happens?
Oh, you could die. But what I'm saying is that, well, these things prevent aging.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's believed to prevent aging.
Believed to prevent aging. How are you sure that it does?
Because I invented this when I was 19. I patented it 7 years ago, and right after I patented it, I sold to so many people. I even teach people how to build it on the internet, and I collected thousands of testimonials, and I've seen with my own